Mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he defend me, oh, he defend me, oh, he defend me, oh, it's your G, he defend me, oh, the worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. He defend me, oh, Mama, he defend me, oh, in this G, he defend me, oh, Sabotu was he defend me, oh, for you. Copy that, copy them fools everywhere. Copy that, copy them fools everywhere. Copy that, copy them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to face. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to face. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to face. He defend me, oh, Mama, he defend me, oh, in this your G, he defend me, oh, Sabotu was he defend me, oh, you're from voice. Love you, will love you, everything me blood brother man, you know. You go Chris. Cheer my God, I got rust the man of God. Love you. Yeah, for your man. You cuckoo. Bad guy, you know. What the master. Love.
Gaddafi of Biafra.
Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to vex. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to vex. He defend me, oh, for you. He defend me, oh, Africans, he defend me, oh, this your G. He defend me, oh, he defend me, oh, Mama, he defend me, oh, I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability.
Welcome, my comrade, Gaddafi of Biafra. Nice to have you. Welcome.
You're the blood man, my God.
Welcome, my beloved Helen.
He defend me, oh, for you. He defend me, oh, Africans, he defend me, oh, this your G. He defend me, oh,
They say over their dead body will Biafra come. Now, what is happening? How far?
Mad people everywhere. What you don't know
is bigger than you.
What you don't know
is bigger than you.
What you don't know
is bigger than you.
What you don't know is bigger than you. Hey, he defend me, oh, he defend me, oh, he defend me, oh, it's your G. He defend me, oh, the worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth. He defend me, oh, Mama, he defend me, oh, in this your G, he defend me, oh, Sabotu was he defend me, oh, for you.
Obedient fools everywhere. Obedient fools everywhere. Obedient fools everywhere. We're not going to die. Then go to bed. Then go to bed.
He defend me, oh, Mama, he defend me, oh, in this your G, he defend me, oh,
Sabotu was for you.
You're from voice.
247.
Love you, will love you, everything me blood brother man, you know. You go Chris. Cheer my God, I got rust the man of God. Love you. Yeah. That's why you know.
Big cuckoo.
Bad guy, you know. What the master. Love. I can't
Akashia Bagohano. Akashia Bagohano. Hagejala Wezere Mini. How far?
People everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom,
You are living in
darkness,
suffering and smiling.
when we talk about a freedom,
You are living in
he depend me on you. He depend me on Africans, he depend me on Research, he depend me on he depend me on I'm a he depend me on I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. Someone that maximum respect.
If you don't show him maximum respect now, what do you gain? What do you gain? Maximum respect. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister.
I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God.
Maximum respect.
He depend me for you. He depend me Africans, he depend me Research, he depend me Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom.
Have mercy on we, Biafra.
And give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. We need our leader. Prophet. We need our leader. We need our leader. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. And some people all over the globe, are you feeling me, chanting? Why are not?
They cannot stop the sun from shining from the east of God. Our title tonight is Countdown to the Collapse of the Zoological Republic. The rising of the sun confirmed. Let's go.
I feel you from my location, you know. We are going back to the homeland now. To your roots to go again. Your foundation is around. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to the homeland now. To your roots.
Welcome, Our Lady Caroline Ambaise and the cabinet member, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. You're welcome tonight.
We are going home to Biafra City. We are going back to the homeland, to where the roots were. Biafra nation is there. We are going home to where Jehovah. We are going back to the homeland, to where the roots were. Biafra nation is there. We are going home to Biafra City. I got to tell you, we love you, we get British, we love you, Britain. We don't fear them, we don't fear them, Boko Haram. We don't fear them, we don't fear Fulani Caliphate. We don't fear them, we don't fear Mietiala. We don't fear them, we don't fear them, Bandit Kill. We don't fear them, we don't fear them, Janjaweed. We don't fear them, we don't fear them, Al-Qaeda. We don't fear Lucifer, we don't fear you, Satan. We don't fear little demons, we don't fear Leviathan. We don't fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried. In order to be a friend. It is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafra. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to the homeland. foundation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. The foundation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. The foundation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah is. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. The foundation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. To go again. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. Yerima Shatima, the Bokola Big Bill said, in Lagos, the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000. And Flanders will buy it for 150 or 200,000. But a neighbor man will buy his own for 10 million. Can you imagine? Not the blessing. Say whatever.
Give the water.
Parabasuka. I'm seeing Biafra already, man. Yeah, man.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me tonight. You are welcome to tonight's quick broadcast. I just got a message that our Prime Minister will be coming live. Just have it in mind that immediately he comes live, we are going to switch over immediately. So relax, don't touch the dial. You are going to watch everything from these particular channels where you're watching. All you need to do now is just hit the like button, hit the share button, and let's converge here and do this together tonight. And my title tonight is a countdown to collapse of the Zoological Republic. The rising of the sun is confirmed. If anyone is still in doubt, thank you for joining me, Marzivin. Vamalize them so that they will fall asleep as we watch to our promised land, as we march to our promised land. Thank you very much, Marzi. You know, if there's anyone still in doubt as to whether our, redemption is near, or as to whether Nigeria, the Zoological Republic, is gone, then you have to think again. You have to wake up from your sleep again, honestly. Before I will go on, I just want to quickly, there are so many videos I would have loved to play. If our Prime Minister delays a little bit, I will play some. But meanwhile, the video of Efai Oba, we're going to touch it. And that video, I played the audio in the morning. I would like us to analyze it also from that Efulefu, idiotic Magnus Oraka. But meanwhile, let us listen to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. What was his crime? What was Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's crime? That the Igbo politicians, the Igbo governors wanted him dead. What was his crime? Let me play it for you, and then we'll go up from there.
So you know it. And what is my crime? I had a meeting with all the governors of the Southeast. And the day I was having this meeting, this same man who was accosted in Nuremberg was upstairs, listening to our conversation. Some of you don't even know what transpired when I attended that very meeting with the governors, in the company of Professor Ben Nwabeze and Evangelist Elliot Uko. They are my witness.
Professor Ben Nwabeze, evangelist, he called his name. One good thing about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is that he believes he loves his people, and he gives them so much benefit of doubt. All these people he calling their name, they are nowhere to be found now. That evangelist, where is the evangelist? Professor Ben Wabeze, where is he now? These are people that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, you don't even hear from them at all. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would just, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew there was no hope or help from the zoo ever. But he believed his own people. That is a leader. He believed his own people because they are the people he wanted the freedom for. You understand? He was soft to his own people. And that's why when he learned this lesson the hard way, he now taught Mazi Simon Ekpa to be more tough. If you see Mazi Simon Ekpa tough today, it is an instruction from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told our prime minister all the things that happened to him. And he has told him, look, if you must learn from me. I know these people. You must not be soft. You must not be soft. I was so soft with them. I gave them benefit of the doubt. What was my crime? These people he's calling their names now. They are people he trusted. He believed them. He said, okay, these are people that, are reasonable. But to their mind, I believe in how we are. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, no matter what happened or no matter what is happening now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still winning the game. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still ahead of the game, even ahead of the so-called criminals that sold him. He's ahead of them. Now, they cannot celebrate their bounty or whatever money they gave them. They are not they're having sleepless nights. Let's listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What was his crime? What was his crime? Listen to him again from the top.
I had a meeting with all the governors of the Southeast, and the day was so you know it. And what is my crime?
What is my crime?
I had a meeting with all the governors of the Southeast, and the day I was having this meeting, this same man who was accosted in Nuremberg was upstairs, listening to our conversation. Some of you don't even know what transpired when I attended that very meeting with the governors in the company of Professor Ben Wabeze.
Why is our prime minister not ready to attend any meeting with them? Because he knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have attended all the meetings attendable with all these criminals. He didn't eat any fruit. So attending meetings with them is fruitless and useless. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already attended all the meetings. So our prime minister need not attend any meeting. No need.
And Evangelist Elliot Uko, they are my witness. They're there. What did I ask for? You know what I asked for?
Listen,
Common second Niger bridge to build on the Enugu Road.
Okay.
Build Iguacha Enugu Road. To open Warri Seaport. Open Iguacha Seaport. Open Calabar Seaport. Open Calabar Airport. Open make Enugu more viable. That's all I asked for. And I'll lift the election boycott. That's all.
And he will lift the election boycott. That was all he requested from them.
I don't even ask them to give me Biafra.
I did not even ask them to give me Biafra because he knows that they are efulefus. They don't have balls to ask for Biafra. He said, okay, let us begin from here. He knew they could not do it, but he said, let us begin from here. All right? I did not even ask them to give me Biafra. Repeat it again, Oyendu.
Come on, second Niger bridge. To build on the Enugu Road.
Okay.
Build Iguacha Enugu Road.
Okay.
To open Warri Seaport. Open Iguacha Seaport. Open Calabar Seaport. Open Calabar Airport.
Okay.
Open make Enugu more viable.
Okay.
That's all I asked for. And I'll lift the election boycott. That's all. I don't even ask them to give me Biafra.
You see?
Do you know these people could not take this to Asorok? Because they were terrified.
They could not even take the simple requests that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu requested from them. They are not the ones to do it. All that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this is my request. Because it is the people from Asorok that are sending them, have meeting with him, talk to him, what does he want? Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, okay, this is what I want. Take it to Asorok. These idiots, these efulefus, all these fools that are still looking for Igbo president, they could not even take it to Aso Rock. They couldn't.
Make Enugu more viable. That's all I ask for.
Okay.
And I'll lift election boycotts. That's all. I don't even ask them to give me Biafra. Do you know these people could not take this to Aso Rock? Because they were terrified.
They were terrified.
To bring infrastructure, to bring development to their own people, they were frightened of the Fulani goat in Aso Rock. Which is, of course, Abba Kyari, because then Buhari was there and Jubi had come in.
Mazin Nnamdi Kanu maintained this Buhari have died. And Abba Kyari was now running the show. Buhari had, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu maintained it till tomorrow. They can't prove it. I was telling you, one of the military officers that left Nigerian Navy and is now in the USA ran for his life. He confided in me yesterday and told me that, excuse me, his friends that are from the north, some of them from Niger, that are still in the military, that they all are aware that the man that was your president for 6 years was not Buhari. 6 good years, an impostor was in charge. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was the only one that had the balls enough to say it, insisted on it. He even told them, if you can prove to me that this man is Buhari, I will forget about this thing I'm doing. In fact, I will become a zombie for you. I will leave everything for you and I will abandon it. Just prove to me that he's Buhari. Let him do a live broadcast, speak his native language, Fufude, and then prove with a DNA test that he is Buhari. I will forget about anything. They all ran away. PM is live. Okay. Let me quickly go and connect from Enter Biafra. Let me check Enter Biafra. Let me check Enter Biafra. All right. Yeah, it's coming live now. Why is this in being too slow? Okay. There's still an advert anyway, but I will suspend this Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's phone, so we'll continue with that later. Let's connect with the Prime Minister.
Welcome to Helsinki. We are about to visit Messukeskus Helsinki, an expo and convention center, which is one of the largest ones in the Nordic countries. Messukeskus has exhibition halls, a conference wing, and also a hotel from the city center or a short train ride away from the airport.
The exhibition halls are behind me, and just here we have the entrance to our meeting rooms in our conference wing. We have the latest technology in-house. For example, in January 2017, we already had augmented reality in our exhibition halls. Our Wi-Fi is built for 20,000 people and is free of charge. Our professional AV team is there to help you for anything you need. However, if you have your own reliable partner, you're welcome to bring them along as well. We are now in the private entrance of our conference wing with 40 meeting rooms available. Messukeskus Helsinki is a large venue, but we welcome events of any size. This is our largest meeting room in our conference wing. All our meeting rooms are equipped with the latest AV technology, air conditioning or heating, and the Wi-Fi.
Messukeskus Helsinki has hosted world-class seminars, festivals, fairs, exhibitions, even TV productions, and of course international congresses. Thank you for visiting Messukeskus and Helsinki virtually. We hope
Nigeria on a daily basis witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extreme.
Into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafrans, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have an independent referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as was done in South Sudan.
They formally opened an investigation and look into
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology, it's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back
And so that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. Great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. Please. Every authority. There come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because it's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you are asking, when the king comes down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Welcome to this evening emergency broadcast. As you all know, I'm not here this evening for any exposition or for any analysis as such. I have come to have interaction with Biafra people because of the development from the fraudulent tribunal. Yesterday, so many people who were calling for the head of Simon Ekpa were thrown into the highest confusion of their lives. And so for that reason, I have come this evening so that we can discuss with Biafra people and those, giving opportunity to those who may have been a victim of Nigeria without knowing, because they are very, very gullible and they have no knowledge about Nigeria. So probably yesterday, they have received some kind of anointing minutes or 30 minutes of conversation, how we are going to accept those who will turn their back at Nigeria, or how we are going to embrace them. And of course, you all know where to get the contact to call in is to go to the Enter Biafra and press the video and it's going to bring you in to the program. So we have 30 minutes, and I'm going to give every Biafran's opportunity to air their opinion and their views on the recent tribunal judgment. Then tomorrow, we're definitely going to come with analysis based on what we discussed today. So this is not a emergency program per se, where I'm going to make exposition or make analysis. Rather, is a program that I'm going to give opportunity to every Biafrans to come here and air their opinion and their view. It is time for you to say however you want it, and let those who will be repenting from the yesterday verdict also hear from you. It's not just about Simon Ekpa, it's not just about me. So I want you to come in and air your opinion and your view. And then tomorrow we're going to have, a well-grounded analysis, as the case may be. All right. So those of you that are watching from different channel, those of you on X platform, on YouTube, Facebook, before you can call in, you need to go to the Enter Biafra, which I posted the link on X. So go to the program, to the profile, our page on X. You're going to see Enter Biafra emergency broadcast link. Click on it to redirect you to the Enter Biafra page. Click on the video sign, and they're going to bring you to this particular program. So we already have a few persons here. It's me again. It's me again. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, RPM.
Yes, go ahead.
RPM, what can I say? If they play, they show. It's unfortunate that what you are doing today, you have known it more than 1 year ago. And you have analyzed everything. You ventured to predict against all odds. And it came to pass. The most funniest thing is that some obedient have learned their lesson. There is no way in that place they are going. But the other people still think that you played a very big role in this judgment. And I will explain to you. Maybe you can exonerate yourself. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Some said Nigeria have planned to rig, and it was intentional. But they don't know the way out, because prior to this judgment, Tinubu have been making calls to Peter Obi and Atiku, especially Peter Obi, to drop his agitation, to drop his court actions, so that they will work together. He has made such calls so many times, because they say go to court, and when the man was in court, there was a lot of panic. But on the second hand, this judgment is the most fastest that have ever took place in Nigeria history. It took them only 3 months or less than that to pass verdict. And what is the judgment? They were panicking. They have no way to escape. But Simon Ekpa did an analysis. And that analysis that Simon Ekpa did became the basis of judgment, verbatim. That this issue that you are raising was supposed to come before the election, not after the election. Based on that, they disqualify and say they have no locus backing. And many people are asking, is it that it was this your exposition, that this your analysis, that these judges just verbatim explained because there is no technicality in this. It was what Simon Ekpa said. They repeated. So do you think you played a very big role in this judgment? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. One thing you should know is that it is not it's not just about the exposition I made. Every reasonable person should know this. This is is an elementary knowledge that every reasonable person should know. That you can't go, you allow the Tinubu to go through the process of verification, go through the process of passing the primary election from his party, and then you also allowed him to contest, to be a flag bearer of his party, and then to go into the main election as a contestant or aspirant. And then you contested against him, only for you to turn back to say he was convicted in the United States. He forged the document and all that. So every reasonable person should have known that it is all along a scam. And let me tell you that the reason why all these people, Atiku and Obi, all of them, the reason why they are doing what they are doing is to cover a lot of impunities up. It was an agreement between Tinubu and other cabals who are running Nigeria that Tinubu should be the next president because he knows much about the dead Buhari. People don't believe that Buhari is dead, or he's dead, and Tinubu is aware. Tinubu know a lot of things concerning that. So they went into this agreement, and those who are caucus knows that Tinubu have a lot of information which could tear Nigeria apart even faster than the Biafra agitation. So what you see happening now is just a kangaroo court, a kangaroo ruling to deceive the public. Peter Obi is aware of it. He was never serious. Like I have said from the beginning, from the onset, Peter Obi was only a tool that is being used by the British to lure other Biafrans into supporting one Nigeria, so that by the time they fail like this, you'll be down. You will not have the impetus to come back again and start shouting Biafra, because every reasonable person will say, oh, it's because you lost the election. That's why you are coming down to fight for Biafra. And they're never going to take you serious. So, but look at where we are. We stood our ground because we know something that they don't know. And we stood our ground. So nobody will now come and say, oh, because the P2B has failed. So now Biafra agitation is now burning like a flame. Biafra agitation has been burning like a flame during the election. We have not stopped, continue to burn like a flame after the election. It continued to burn like a flame during the tribunal ruling. So nobody will come down and say, oh, it is because of the P2B lost election. So anybody coming from obedient to join Biafra Liberation can join. Nobody's going to, because you don't even know who they are. So nobody will come down and say, oh, it's because of the election. But if all of us have abandoned this particular Biafra agitation, according to them, to go and start following P2B, which is a scam, don't you see that Biafra would have been a closed chapter by now? Because there is no reasonable person that is going to listen to you. They will only say it is because you failed election. And then it become a political movement, which is what all these criminals, defunct criminals that were expelled in the struggle, have been piloting for many years. So, yes, and that is the reason why I'm not making exposition on many things. I'm not making analysis on many things, because Nigeria are dumb. Like most of these people that are, you can imagine the names of those who are the tribunal judges. If you listen to the name, you're going to see they are from Connaught, so they know nothing. They don't have critical thinking. So most of the judges in Nigeria are making their rulings based on public opinion. So you are right. You may be right. That is because of the exposition I made, and that because exactly what I said is how they pronounce their ruling. Exactly what I said. So we cannot completely rule that out, that it is because so this is exactly what they follow. So we already know that the jurisprudence in Nigeria is all about public opinion. That's why anything that is happening, they come to public and they push it to the media instead of them handling it in the court. They want to see how public will react. They want to hear the public opinion, and then the ruling goes that way. And that is a very, very terrible situation. And one of the reasons that we have to get our freedom and begin to practice, the real justice system, and how the judges can make their ruling not based on public opinion, but based on the what the law says. Thank you.
PM,
Yes.
it's good that you recognize that your analysis played a huge role. If not, I would have brought so many instances where Nigeria has actually took your word for word, note for note, and they acted upon it. Many times it has been your exposition, but like you said, you notice it and you stop giving out so many exposition.
Yes.
But if you observe during that Obi campaign was when you studied the ship of IPOB. There came Obi, and we have a lot of heavyweights that we never knew that they were sharp. The likes of WIC throwing their weight behind Peter Obi. And look at them, here is Simon Ekpa steadying the ship. All of a sudden, there comes a very big distraction. How much do you think this of a pressure were to you? Was it a pressure to you, or because you became a lonely voice crying in the wilderness at that time? But surprise, surprise, you say we want to welcome them, we want to do this. So why is it that easy for you?
You see, I am in this struggle to get Biafra. Okay, not for nothing else. I am in this struggle to get freedom. I'm in this struggle to make history. So it does not matter, what happened in the past. It does not matter what transpired between us and the people that are gullible and they followed the wrong path. So if now they have realized their mistake and come to support what we are doing financially and otherwise, I don't have a problem with that. Because the point is that sometimes it is good for things to happen like this so that you can learn. But sometimes it will be very dangerous because it is those who stays alive that will tell the story and also will learn. Many people have died during this election, and today they are not here to tell the story or to learn their lesson. So they died, and they died for nothing. So those who, during that time, they came with a lot of propaganda against me that I'm working for Nigeria government. Even now, they say I'm working for Nigeria government. I don't know the rationale behind that, but anyway, some people say Tinubu have paid me, and I don't know the rationale behind that. So when I had a meeting with the World Congress, and I was very disappointed because these are the people who was also working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I was part of it during that time. And all of a sudden, they turned 360 degree. So it was a shock to me. But then, that's what happens in a movement like this. So when they were talking and shouting P2B and all that, I told them, look, all of you are, some of them are 70 years, some of them are 60 years. You people have known history. You have seen Nigeria, Nigeria have seen you. Some of you also have knowledge about Biafra. So if you think that P2B is going to make any headway, then you are a disgrace to your age. If somebody like me, who may be the same age with going anywhere, and you that are supposed to know better than me, you are following P2B, that all of you will be disgraced. Today, it has happened. So the thing is that the only hope we have so That's what Nigeria is all about. So anybody that studies Nigeria knows how Nigeria's justice system work. They make their ruling based on public opinion. That's why every single thing that comes out, it goes to the Nigerian media, and they are, they're debating it on media and all that. And the lawyers are also the same. So you can never, if you go to Nigeria law school, you are going to behave like them. That's why all these criminal like a job for them, whenever something happens, instead of them to go to court, they post it on social media, because they don't have any other way to have how to defend their client other than public opinion. The judges are doing the same, the lawyers are doing the same. So when you have a case, you throw it to social media. What is the essence of doing that? You want to seek the public opinion, and from there, they get idea how to defend their client. That is the problem in Nigeria. So that's why we are going to fight, do everything for us to exit and fix Biafra judiciary, and the justice system of Biafra is going to be the best in Africa, because we know we have learned lawyers all over the world, and we're going to, even those in Biafra land are doing wonders too. But so long as you are practicing under the Nigeria system, you are one of them. Thank you.
RPM, this will be the last because you have limited time, but I would say, are you vocally or eloquently stretching this hand to what Igbo Congress and the rest? And how much are you willing to trust them, being the third time that they will betray you in future? Because I dare to predict. Now you want everybody in, you and this struggle to get Biafra, anybody that is genuinely pursuing Biafra. But if you have some unstable characters, like the World Igbo Congress, sorry to say, but that's the truth. Are you still vocally expressing this hand of fellowship? And how much are you willing to trust them?
Thank you very much for that question. You see, the issue of trust. The issue of trust is very difficult to say I trust them. I can never trust them. Okay? But that is not to say that if they come to support the Biafra struggle, we are not going to work with them. We're going to work with them with a limited information. So we know how we protect our information, the Biafra movement. So they can join us and support the movement financially and otherwise. But the information they are going to be having will be very limited. And that's what we're going to do to everybody that is coming from obedient to this movement, because they're going to come. Most of them today cannot go back to their villages because of the insecurity. And so they need to be part of what we are doing for Biafra to come faster and quicker. So if they come today, we are going to welcome them as prodigal sons and prodigal daughters. So we don't because they have erred, we are going to say no, we are not going to welcome them again. No, if they come today, we want them to come. But one thing I have to assure every Biafran is that, believe me, we know how to play this game, and we play it very well. So anybody that joins us today from Obedient will also feel the sense of belonging. But the information the person will have or the group will have will be very limited. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I have to let it be for now.
And,
thank you.
Yes, and then also let me recite my quote. No, if they come today, we want them to come. But one thing I have to assure every Biafran is that, believe me, we know how to play this game, and we play it very well. So anybody that joins us today from Obedient will also feel the sense of belonging. But the information the person will have or the group will have will be very limited. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I have to let it be for now.
And
thank you.
Doing. Thank you for today. My observation in that today is that in fact Actually, like first one, I say that they are copying you. They are copying. They are listening to your broadcast. See that the judgments, they just give the judgment exactly the way you say it. And if not that you got the idea, they would have proposed. They would have elongated the judgment. The verdict today, because they have what he said, what they from you. That is very close. Because like the last one I said, that is the fastest judgment in the history of Nigeria. Otherwise, they would have waited long time. And see what happened in the courtroom. Surprise, man! Everybody were sleeping, and all of them they were sleeping. The Efrahaj, my minister, my prime minister. So thank you for everything. You are so much. We are looking forward to our convention, and we'll be try to bring us back, and God use you to defeat you. I don't know where we've been today. If not, because exactly how you say it. Had it been we succumb to that thing by now, they will ask because he lost election. But thank God for the wisdom he gave to you, and we follow. Everybody, those who supported you, all of them, I thank all of them. And these people who said who have obedience.
Where he was congratulating, even shaking hands with Shetima. And some of them were taking pictures without they were even looking for autographs. I don't know. So I want to know if you actually saw that.
Well, I have not come across the video. I have not seen the video.
Okay, I will look for it and send it to you. But that was a big concern to me. I saw a video where he was like greeting Shetima. In fact, Shetima wrote it again. We have won again. I think it was a TikTok video from Shetima _ whatever. I saw it on Twitter. Maybe when I come across it again, I will forward it to you.
Okay. Well, I have to tell you that because Ozekome is defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't make him the enemy of every Nigerian. Okay. So in the profession, in law profession, of course, because of the level of bribery, because of the level of impunity. So once a lawyer does like that to the opposite side, it becomes a sign of compromise. So I wouldn't say that because of that, it makes him a sabo or makes him that is not defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the truth is out there that they have not done enough to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because court has discharged him, and there is no reason for him to be there. So they are not doing their job. First of all, the same court told them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried in any court in Nigeria. So once they go to court, what they should have been doing is to maintain the stand of the other court, which says Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supposed to be tried by any court in Nigeria until the obligation of the first court who pronounced him discharged is met. So they don't need to go to court and start defending whatever the DSS or Nigeria State, brought to that court. So that's where I have issues with them, because the judgment of that court still stand. So anytime they go to court, they should make sure that it is not about discussing whatever frivolous charges brought against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they should stick to maintaining that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supposed to be in this court. He's supposed to be freed. That they first of all must respect the other court verdict. If they rearrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then it's a different thing. So you cannot be having another case on top of another case. It doesn't, it is not done anywhere in the world. So because of that particular lackadaisical in their approach in handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, I would say they are all compromised. So with what you have just said about the video, of course, it cannot be ruled out that indeed they have compromised. And of course, we know the level of compromising, done by these so-called lawyers. So it is not only about shaking hand. The time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to appear in court, he traveled to the United States, and to celebrate, which means none of them have the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at heart. That is just the fact and the truth. Otherwise, when you have a case, a high-profile case like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, at no point in time would you jeopardize, the opportunity to defend him, and at any point. So him traveling out of Nigeria, knowing fully well that the court case was coming, and that particular interview to under Mango 3 journalist. So I would say that it is not because of shaking Shetima, but generally with their body language and actions, they have compromised. So I would say that, I would say openly that they have compromised, including Michael Zokome, but not because of the shaking of Shetima, because he cannot be enemy to everybody because he's defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my Prime Minister. That was just my
okay. Please, those who have spoken should leave while other people can come in. But if no other person want to speak, I want to also make it very clear that anybody who has been part of P2B, Obediot, and want to now, you have now convinced that Nigeria is not working and will never work again, you're welcome to the Biafra movement. But like I said, you are going to be limited from having some certain information, but you can join us. And it is time we are going to embrace the unity, the unification of Biafra people all over the world. this movement is not a one-man movement. So if you find yourself disappointed because of what happened, let me tell you, more disappointment is coming your way unless you repent and, turn to Biafra freedom. More disappointment is going to come your way, whether you like it or not. We have been able to make sure that we are, fortifying our Biafra Liberation Army with equipment that they need to face the Nigeria terrorist state. And so by the time we are going to launch the Biafra Liberation Army, the world will know that indeed a lot has been happening in Biafra land. So Chukwu Austin, you're welcome to the program.
Welcome, my PM. Good evening, my PM.
Yes. Go ahead.
My PM, I just want to thank you for the marvelous work that you've been doing. Yesterday, we watched it to be disgraced in the court. And the worst of it all is that all the lawyers were there sleeping to show that already they know that P2B have failed. Even I tweeted him today telling him that he should apologize to you so that two of you will put us together so that what we are looking for will be very, very easy. But I know he will not do so because of his strong head. But at last, he will see what he do to himself. So I thank you, and I've seen how equipped our armies are, hoping that we are going to deal with Nigerian government, and we are going to.
It is not we are going. It is not we are going to. We have been dealing with them. That's why you don't see them killing Biafrans like they killed before.
Of course, my PM.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what is going on. It is because of the Biafra Liberation Army that made the terrorist state of Nigeria not to kill our people like they usually do. So we have equipment to face them, and we are facing them every day. So the day we are going to launch the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra people will know, how prepared we are. And that's why it is important that everyone who is disappointed from yesterday, maybe that is a turning point, a paradigm shift for them. They are welcome to the movement. Thank you very much, Chukwu Austin.
Thank you, my PM. May God bless you.
All right, we are still, this is almost 49 minutes. And so I think 1 hour is okay minus the jingle time, which is about 14 minutes or so. So we're going to have, we're going to close in the next 10 minutes. So we need more people to, to come in and air their opinion and their view on the latest development of the fraudulent election in Nigeria. The list of commissioners that we did not mention from Abia State, from Ebonyi State, from Delta State, and Enugu State will be made public very soon. As I promised Biafrans, a few days ago, we're going to make it very open soon, so that they will know that Biafra land is no longer will no longer be conducive for those who participated in killing Biafrans. So we're going to make sure that none of them will have peace until Biafra come. And of course, the same thing goes to our next civil disobedience that is coming from the 18th of September. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released on 15th or before 15th of September, the next civil disobedience is coming, which has curfew and other, and other things that we're going to, implement. So, Eta Biafra Obi Such, unmute yourself. Enter Biafra, you do not have audio. Your audio is not on. Enter Biafra, your audio is not on.
Welcome to Helsinki. We are about to visit Messukeskus Helsinki, an expo and convention center, which is one of the largest ones in the Nordic countries. Messukeskus has exhibition halls, a conference wing, and also a hotel, right all under the same roof. It's only 5 minutes away from the city center or a short train ride away from the airport.
The exhibition halls are behind me, and just here we have the entrance to our meeting rooms in our conference wing. We have the latest technology in-house. For example, in January 2017, we already had augmented reality in our exhibition halls. Our Wi-Fi is built for 20,000 people and is free of charge. Our professional AV team is there to help you for anything you need. However, if you have your own reliable partner, you're welcome to bring them along as well. We are now in the private entrance of our conference wing with 40 meeting rooms available. Messukeskus Helsinki is a large venue, but we welcome events of any size. This is our largest meeting room in our conference wing. All our meeting rooms are equipped with the latest AV technology, air conditioning or heating, and the Wi-Fi.
Messukeskus Helsinki has hosted world-class seminars, festivals, fairs, exhibitions, even TV productions, and of course international congresses. Thank you for visiting Messukeskus and Helsinki virtually. We hope to see you soon in person.
Possessed. And I told them, I said, Simon Ekman is fully possessed and also is a man that everybody should be careful to stay out. What's the meaning of that? The meaning of that is what is called possessed with the spirit of freedom. When somebody is possessed with the spirit of freedom, it will be in such a way that the person has no any other thing to do than to fight for what's called freedom. So you look at the Biafran land as a place called the fatherland of Biafra. The spirit of freedom right there in Biafra has already completely possessed Simon Ekman. And as he has possessed Simon Ekman, you that is trying to begin to make noise or fight with him or do one thing or the other, you are also fighting the spirit of freedom. And if anything happened to you, it is not my concern, because you don't understand how spiritual things and the things of the spirit goes. Because in the realm of the spirit, when God wants to make sure somebody is used for a purpose, the person will be used based on the coming upon the spirit, or what the kind of power that has possessed you, or the spirit that has possessed you. So spirit of freedom is already in his life and has possessed him fully, and they cannot talk any other thing than what's called freedom. And if anybody needs to move on the same direction or the same path, you must also come to the level of that level of spirit of freedom to endow you and possess you, and then you can be able to talk about freedom. People that talk about freedom with empty mouth, they end up and they're carried by chaff. When the wind blows, they are carried away. People that talk about freedom, when something bribe is given to them, they will just betray and go away. But people that are possessed with the spirit of freedom, with the spirit of Biafra land, no matter the bribe you give to them, they will never accept your bribe. They will never agree with you. If you like, take presidency of social country, they will never accept it from you, except that freedom that has possessed them, that they are after. That's what they go about. So Simon Ekman is already filled with the spirit of what's called freedom fighting. And so you should stay clear and not fight the man that has received what is called the grace, or received the power or the spirit of freedom. Don't fight that man. Fighting that man will destroy your life. It may even cost you what you will never, you and your generation may continue to suffer it. So I am not here to begin to, follow anybody or side anybody. I am here to throw the light of what I am seeing in the spirit, because the spiritual always control the physical. And when I'm giving the message that's called the spiritual message, I pass it raw the way it is. So Simon Ekman is a man that has already been filled and also possessed fully with the spirit of freedom. And spirit of freedom is not the kind of spirit that you joke with. When Jesus came upon the face of the earth, he said, the spirit of the Father is upon me, for he has anointed me. The spirit of the Lord has come upon me. He has anointed me to preach the good tidings, to spread the good news, to carry the word of God all over the place. And Jesus went about, was doing exactly what the spirit of the Father possessed him to do. And that same spirit was what made him, that even to extent that he died on the cross and was buried, and on the third day he resurrected, because there's a spirit that quickeneth the dead body. And the spirit quickened Jesus, and Jesus went up and began to do exactly what he came to the world to do. So Simon Ekpa, you are seeing, is a disciple of what's called freedom fighting, and the spirit of freedom has fully possessed him, and you can never separate him from that spirit. And they can never one day wake up and talk about any other thing rather than talking about freedom. And that is why most of the revelations you are seeing, and most of the deep mysteries and deep things that is bringing out here and there, is based on the spirit of freedom that is upon his life. So if you want to stop him, go first of all and remove the spirit of freedom out of him. So when you remove the spirit of freedom, then you can have a way. But if you cannot remove the spirit of freedom, you better join him and not fight him. That is what's going on. And then you come to the Biafran land as a Biafran nation. All the people that must talk about freedom are people in the class of what's called Jim or Jumegu or Juku. We talk about people, you go straight away, you talk about somebody like Namo Decano. You talk about every other person that is not known, but they are hot. You talk about Simon Ekpa. You talk about Major Prophet David King Elijah. We are not talking about this freedom based on, oh, yeah, we are or we want to collect money or this or that. We are talking about the emancipation of God's people. God's people is in Nigeria, and also their light is not shining. It's supposed to shine the way it ought to shine, to change the destiny of Africa, to change the destiny of the people right here in the South Africa and the West Africa, Nigeria side, to change their destiny, to even bring a blessing to Yorubas, to the Hausas, to Fulanis, and everywhere, to bring the light that will shine permanently. But it is quite unfortunate that some people have sat on these things and not allowing this light to shine. And this is what has been causing the deep darkness that has covered all over the place. And so Major Prophet of God is in the business of also throwing the light in the prophetic, so that people that know what's called the truth can be able to follow the truth, because a prophet is a prophet. And any nation that must be great in life must also work with what's called people that are possessed with the spirit of freedom. People that are filled with the spirit of freedom. Jesus said, the spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he has anointed me to preach the good tidings. So this is the work of the spirit. It's not the work of flesh and blood. It is things of the spirit. And that is why I keep on saying, if you must follow a man that is led by the spirit, you also have to be spiritual. If you are not spiritual, you begin to chase shadow. You will be talking out of the point, going here and there, chasing the cloud and cloud chaser and all of that. You will not know how things are going. And this is why we try to follow up in the realm of the spirit, and everything that has been happening in the prophetic aspect of everything happening with Nigeria and all the people that are fighting for freedom in Nigeria. We've been able to stand in the gap to also detail them how they're going to end up, and they are also happening that way. It's a proof of what's called being endowed and being possessed with the spirit of freedom. So you, before you talk about freedom, pray for the spirit of freedom to come upon you. If the spirit of freedom comes upon you, finish, matter settle. That is how it works. Without the spirit of freedom, you cannot talk about freedom. And when you talk about freedom, you will just be looking for who to fight and who to quarrel. You will not mean the real deal, because this freedom we are fighting for will surely come to pass. It's just one day God will prove the world that he is God, and something great.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Thank you very much for being part of this program today. And as you all know, the Idoakanono still continues. We are not going back, and we are not taking back our word. Idoakanono continues until you see a drastic change, on those criminals who are bringing killers to our land. So Idoakanono continues, and Donya Idoakanono, let him keep quiet. So everybody is going to receive this particular blessing very, very soon. Those who have made it as a business for them to be bringing killers to our land to kill Biafrans, you know, Eduakanono will get to you. I want to thank you all for watching up to this moment. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazen Amdekano. May God bless all those who are sacrificing everything for freedom of Biafra. May God bless Ibuho and Co. May God bless all of you, Mwada and Co. May God bless the Biafra Republic government in exile and cabinet. May God bless the monarchs of Biafra in the homeland. May God bless the de facto government in the homeland. From here, from me, is good evening. Are saying we want to be free. It is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have a nation,
I don't know why it's hanging. I think the program is over. So we might want to have our own continuation. We might want to have our own continuity. If there's anybody that wants to say one or two, yeah, it's over. He has switched it off. All right. Our Prime Minister is offline already. Okay. Let me put up the link. Some of you might want to come in. The Mazen Amdekano's video I was playing before, we will touch it again tomorrow. Meanwhile, if there's anything you want us to share from tonight, already we can come in. Otherwise, maybe people might want us to address. People might want us to address what's his name, Ifeanyi Ubah. That Ifeanyi Ubah's London. That Ifeanyi Ubah's London video. We could just put some nail on it tonight. Excuse me. Could just put some nail on it tonight. Okay. This is the way I'll be able to pin it. Okay. All right. So I want to take a vote. How many of you want us to play? I want to take a vote. If I have up to 5, we can stay for another 30 minutes. How many of you want us to play to address Ifeanyi Ubah and his family? How many of you want us to analyze it? Okay, somebody's already in the room. Okay. Akos, you're welcome.
Yes. How are you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam?
You're welcome.
Ralph.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that I'm always obsessed whenever it is all about Biafra.
Wow.
And yeah, that's the truth. And the point is that I am not always comfortable whenever the news that concerns Nigeria, whether it's Peter Obi, whether it's I don't care. I don't want to go through it. I don't want to read. I just debunk every form of right topic that concerns Nigeria. All I'm doing is just to be focused, and whatever information the Prime Minister himself gives to us, I'm always at home with all these information. Do you understand? I follow it properly, and I know we can never be deceived. Mark my word, Ralph. You know what? This is not 1966 to 1970.
Yes.
They have tried everything. It is now over. It's obvious right now. They have seen everything. They've gone to court. But when this young man, they call small boy, they call it's a nobody. They said he's not a member of IPOB. They said who knows him or whatever. Okay. Many things were said about him. But I can tell you this guy has moved a lot of mountains. And imagine someone from nowhere, from nothing, brought something on the table. And now is a voice in the whole global community. Okay. So, and yet, okay, look at the picture you are putting on the screen right now. Imagine somebody that is claiming that he wants Newi to become why will you say on earth that sit at home is your problem? If not that you have an ulterior motive. But then you picked all your children, 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken, 5 boys, 1 girl. You took all of them and they are now praying. Which God are the children praying? It's only I don't want to comment on that video. I don't want to say anything, because if I say something, it will be very negative. And of course, I still see them as my brother. I see them as my people. It's only that their father has taken them from the mainstream of freedom we are talking about, because of they cannot survive if they are not into evil. They can't survive if they are not into evil. But thank God, look at, I don't know whether 2 days ago, do you see the picture? Do you see the picture of our Prime Minister? Okay. Our Prime Minister, it was like the guy was worn out. Okay. The guy, sorry, I'm in with a lot of my people around me. So, but let me just enter my room now. So, I looked at our Prime Minister. Oh my God, I pitied that young man. He was like worn out, in fact, yet he keep pushing. You can see stress all over him. Yet he keep pushing. He never allowed that to demoralize him. He went from one meeting to the other, jumping into one plane to the other in order to have meetings. Just for the sake of you and I. And somebody will want me to believe that Peter Obi will come and win one election in the court. Somebody, this is not, if you think that Nigeria has been bought over by one person, no more constitution, the constitution is bought over. There is nothing you can do. You will complain and complain and complain. You will get tired. Nobody will understand you. All right? But thank goodness, just thank goodness, something happened about 3 days ago or 4 days ago, on Monday or thereabout, when they themselves, they used their mouth to talk about it. They said that Simon Ekpa presented deadly, look at that word, the adjective, deadly army. Okay? So it's like an equation or algebraic equation where you bring in a Nigerian army to stand against Biafra liberation. The equation will always be the answer will be those people that came out very deadly. Okay, they now turn to people that they can be afraid of. Of course. Okay, look at the post of Simon Ekpa this evening or today before he went on air. All right, and people are already talking about these were people who actually turned back. They are back against the struggle, and now they are even saying something good. They are welcoming back. Now, who is the good guy? Who is now the good guy? After all that you have done, is now opening his large heart and accommodating everybody without throwing anyone out. But let me tell you, the doubting Thomases among them we still not see anything good in all that. Some will still doubt and said they cannot join the but in fact, there are a lot of things to talk about, my brother. A lot of things to talk about. But my joy is that Biafra must exit the terrible hell of Nigeria this 2023. That's my joy, whether they like it or not. That is where we are going to. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
I appreciate you. Have a wonderful
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Matthew Fine, please, you're welcome. Take the microphone. And do you want us to play that Efulefu? If I wonder why he has your name, is your namesake. Do you want us to play it and you look into it, or you just want to say something about the PM's program tonight? Unmute yourself.
No. You don't have to play that rubbish for me because
Go ahead.
it doesn't make any sense. Although it's very, very late here and there. If I talk much, I will wake everyone, my children, my kids are sleeping, and my wife. So I just want to, because there's a video that I saw. This is a useless Biafra child. He showed that he said this is he said that it is what is it called? That is Biafra Liberation Army. So I saw the video, but I did not understand. He said it is Odumodu son that is working with Simon Ekpa, that they have captured him. But I know that that is a lie. That is not Biafra Liberation Army, because those their touts cannot even go close to the Biafra Liberation Army.
At all.
Understand? Because they know the kind of weapon they have. So,
yes.
But I begin to imagine myself. Doesn't these people get tired of shaming themselves?
No, they're just a snake that you have cut off the head and the tail is still bouncing. You know, if they are not stupid, if you are looking for freedom, you are not showing us where Fulani armies are being gone down, because Biafra Liberation Army have been chasing these Fulani armies in Biafra land, you know, giving them woto, and the count is 20-0, 30-0. They are not showing it. Now he's coming to show something that he wants to claim. He's claiming, he has no evidence. So he's claiming that it is Sabonekpa's men, and he's celebrating. So that means he would wish that there will be more Fulani army that will succeed in Biafra land. But we are chasing them away. They are running. They cannot come again. Sometimes our Prime Minister will tell us that we are waiting for them. We'll wait for them, they will not come. You will not see them talking about it. So that's why we don't even need to mention their names, because these are just, they are just sounding like a broken record. That guy is a shameless he-goat. So don't
more than he goat. If there's anything to qualify him, it's more than that. Do you understand? I want Biafrans to be focused. What is happening to Obi? I want people to know one thing. Obi himself know. British send Obi to come and play this game that he's playing. We know. We know that he came to play game. In other words, to drag us into Nigeria election. That was exactly what he came to do. He knew he cannot win election. We all know that Obi is not going anywhere. He knew that it's not going anywhere. This was the agreement that he had with the British. We know. So I'm not surprised whatever that happened in court, because I already know that is exactly what is going to happen. Understand? So I'm not surprised. People that are saying they are surprised. I'm not surprised. What is it that I'm surprised? I'm not surprised. I shouldn't be surprised.
Now, when you're talking about that idiot, these are the things that are happening. Look at this guy now. This guy called Miriugo. He was a sworn enemy. He swore to bring Simon Ekpa down. Look at Miriugo. You understand? Look at what the guy wrote today. He said, invisible Biafran warrior fighters are preparing to march. I Miriugo, love their uniforms, dressing. There won't be any zoo terrorists in uniform in all Biafra roads. If we can be able to mount these tools to 50 trucks, vehicles. Look at him, the same person that have been cursing Simon. He said, Simon Ekpa, love the direction you are moving now. And that has been the reason I was so bitter about you a few months back. I will keep supporting as long as you are equipping our gallants soldiers and giving them all necessary tools to fight back our enemies. Simon Ekpa, this is the right direction. Did you hear that? This is the right direction. Yes. And he said, I'm in support of this, your current moves. I love. You see that? So yes. These are Olukurun John Ekuzimma. Look at another thing he posted. He posted this picture of one of our warriors, one of the warriors that is, in support of what we are doing, fighting for us on our side. Look at Mirugo posted, Simon Ekpa, I love the wonders men under you I love the wonders men under you perform at Ngobala last Thursday near Imo River. That's what we want to be seen. You see? Now, Olukurun John Ekuzimma, instead of this idiot to be giving accolades and praises, I mean the idiot in Germany that call himself because it's not a Biafra child.
Yeah, it's not a
no Biafra child will be fighting a fellow Biafran. If you are a Biafran child, anything that has to do with Biafra, you will support it. Anybody winning wars for Biafra, you will support that person. But when you are fighting somebody that is winning for Biafra, and you call yourself a Biafra child, you are just a devil. You can never be a Biafra child. Do you understand? So that's why I don't even pay attention to the idiot.
So, my brother, like yesterday, I was making arguments with the people that are supporting what is it called, the useless DOS. So I was trying to educate the guy, but the guy was, some of them, so they cannot repent again. Do you understand? Their foolishness, yes. They will continue to wallow in their foolishness. Do you understand? I was talking to the guy. The guy was telling me that Simon Ekpa said that Ejiofor impregnated our leader wife on one of his broadcasts. I say you are a liar. That's the number one. Simon Ekpa never said such a thing. He said that Simon Ekpa said that he will go to South Africa. I say you are a fool. Simon Ekpa never said he will go to South Africa. So you think Simon Ekpa is stupid to go to South Africa? Now, this thing now bring me to this thing that I want to say now. Is it not the same India that I invited our PM to come? Is the same India who invites Tinubu?
Exactly. Yes, now.
So God of Nazareth. So these people think we are fools. I salute you. So I will not wake my children, because if I wake them now, it will be hell. I salute you. I will join you on your morning show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. Kachifo from here. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Some of us want us to play the Ifayoba. Let's see. Okay. Please be ready to talk about it, because me, I don't get voice to talk about this idiot. I've dealt with it in the afternoon. The video I really want to analyze is that what's his name? Magnus Oraka. Because I want to use that video to really address the obedience then. So, but this night, I will not be able to do it this night. I'll try and do it tomorrow. But please, I want to ask us, please, if anybody has that video, because I just came across the video I was telling our Prime Minister about. I came across it on Twitter, but I did not download it. So if anybody has that video where Mike Ozokoeme was hugging and rubbing shoulders with Shetima, I just want people to send it to me on WhatsApp, please. And then there's another video where he was, when he see these people are criminals in the zoo. I understand what our Prime Minister said, which is very, very correct. The fact that he is, fighting for the case of our leader doesn't mean that everybody will be his enemy. It's true. But my major concern is his body language. The way he's smiling, hugging, and, there's a gentleman way of greeting people, especially when you know that this person won't worry, especially when you know that this person will a terrorist VP. You understand? And then you are just robbing. Like Prime Minister said, it also goes a long way to show that they are compromised. I saw a video where he was, shaking and laughing and smiling with Nuhu Ribadu, the NSA of Tifnubu. Illegitimate people. And you are fighting for the legitimacy of Peter Obi. And these illegitimate people are in the court. You are just celebrating with them. Even the same Peter Obi. If you see Peter Obi, when he sees Shetima like this, you will see him. He will almost bow down to greet him. And you, all of you will see me there saying, Obi dead, Obi that, Obi that. Fools everywhere. Now let me play this video so those of you that want to talk can come in.
Humble self and my family will continue to serve Lord, continue to serve the good people of Anambra South. Is that not true?
Yes.
So, Ada, what do you have to say?
Thank you so much for the support for my father. We'll wait and see the transformation that's about to come.
My son, I can guarantee you that the safety of Indian Anambra South will be withheld. Its strength.
The safety of Indian Anambra South will be withheld. Will be withheld. They find you now.
Son, I
can guarantee you that the safety of Indian Anambra South will be withheld. Its strength. That's I can assure you. Thanks for all the support and well wishes for my father. Security is a lot of life just around the corner.
He said, "Oye kadi niru kam mmea iru ndohi because agwa na amuta ihe yiri ya hụrụ nke a ọ dị ihu ka nna ya onye nke a ga-agba ezigbote onye ori nke a na ọ ga-agba ezigbote onye ori n'ebe a for ọ bụ ihu Ifeanyi Uba ezigbote onye ori ka ya abụ." Just hear what he said.
Thanks for all the support and well wishes for my father. Security is a lot of life just around the corner.
The security of life is just around the corner. Onye ori Ifeanyi Uba mụtara ezigbote onye ori ka ọ mụtara.
Thank you for all the support you have given to me and my father, and we can assure you that change will happen. Great change will happen.
Yeah, and my boy, the Prince of Humble Self and my family.
Okay, let me play the other one.
God.
Play this one.
Yeah, you can see the family of Senator Ifeanyi Uba in UK. We are here, in the city of London, enjoying. Let us thank God for the victory. Who is like
you see, in the city of London enjoying, and let them thank God for the victory. Victory of what? Victory of what? What did Ifeanyi Uba win that he wants to thank God for? And then the way they sing and call the name of God, I ask myself, why is God allowing these people to make mockery with his name? This guy is a notorious kingpin. And he comes to London with his family, whereas his constituency are in a dilapidated pig farm. And he comes here and he wants to sing who is like unto thee. See him. Let me play it. And after I have somebody in my room, but let me play this.
Yeah, you can see the family of Senator Ifeanyi Uba in UK. We are here, in the city of London, enjoying. Let us
enjoying
God for the victory. Who is like unto thee?
Hey!
Oh Lord, who is like unto thee? Oh Lord, among the gods, Father, who is like thee? Glorious in holiness and fearful in praises, always doing wonders, hallelujah. Who is like unto thee? Oh Lord, who is like unto thee? Oh Lord, among the gods, Father, who is like thee? Glorious in
in holiness, fearful in praises, always doing wonders. Hallelujah. Odogunara tikenara, ese Jesus. Odogunara tikenara. Anyway, we want to thank God for the victory, and for my humble self and my family. We will continue to serve Lord. We continue to serve the good people of Anambra South. Is that not true?
Yes.
So, Ada, what do you have to say?
Thank you so much for the support for my father. We'll wait and see the transformation that's about to come.
My son, Ifi,
I can guarantee you that the safety of India Anambra South will be withheld. Its strength. That I can assure. Thanks for all the support and well wishes for my father. Security is a lot of life just around the corner.
Thank you.
We thank you for all the support you have given to me and my father. And we can assure you that change will happen. Good change will happen.
Yeah, and my boy, the prince of the... You see? I am short of words. These people actually, open their mouth and say they are giving glory to God, where you serve God, who is like unto thee, and all, what have you. Chineke. Hey! Chineke nna. Elebe no. Inozikome Chukwu. These guys are the ones that do not want Biafra land to progress. This same guy is the one we saw signing documents with the terrorist government of the zoo. And he's here with his children. This guy is the one that supported the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, also providing his jet for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped and brought to the zoo. He's here singing, who is like unto thee, and saying he will serve the Lord. I don't want to say much. I want to allow my guests on the platform to do the talking. Mazi, please, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Mazera.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have to thank you again, for your steadfastness and your doggedness and your vamness, kudos to you, man. I don't know where to start now. Let me just start with this man, as you're looking at him now, you would think that he flew his family from Nigeria. Those people you see there, they are schooling actually in UK. Yeah, they're schooling somewhere in UK or Canada, somewhere. But they're just going around. You don't see them. Some of them, they don't even know where Anambra South is. And they look at the children, granting you, we are assuring you, as if they have ever voted, or they know where the polling unit is.
Their father will not even allow them to stay in that Anambra South for 2 months.
They don't go Anambra at all, they don't go there. It's either they are in Abuja or Lagos or UK or London. They're just flying around. They don't stay there, You can imagine someone that they are still feeding. They are giving money. It's telling you that I assure you. They are just using their father's language. I assure you.
Look at the comment. One of them said that change will happen. And they are not in that place where they are promising change.
You can imagine promising change, as if to say they are the one in, forget that he's putting Anambra South. To him now, he's even thinking as if to say that he's the one in charge of Anambra. That he's the governor of Anambra, because all these things you see, He's just preparing himself again for the next election, you know. And the next one, he will start telling you about Nnamdi Kanu, you know, visiting Nnamdi Kanu. I made an appointment to visit all this. They are rubbish, you know. Just in some time I don't even listen to them because they are smelling when they are talking. Look, you can imagine him calling God, you know, with all those his attitude, you know, and he's here calling God this, God that, you know. These people, they are not ashamed at all. They are not. I think I just want to say that you know, Biafrans are winning all over, all angles, you know, and you know, we can see it from every angle, you know, and all these things.
Is there anything to celebrate for the people of Anambra South? Because this message is actually going to the people of Anambra South and Newi and the environment. The man is saying that they are there to celebrate and we thank God for the victory. Victory of what? Is there electricity in Anambra South? Did he find Yoruba? Even the money they contributed for him. You know, he called some of his friends that he wants to do a development project in Anambra, whatever. And they gave him money, millions of naira. Have they built the hospital in Anambra South? Did he fix any road? Did he build any school? So what is Ifeanyi Oba actually telling them that he wants to celebrate with his children?
To be honest with you, you know, they take him as a god at the moment because he has caged all of them with all his intimidation and all that, you know, and he can never come out and say, this is what I want to do. He will always deceive them, you know, in order to do what he wants to do. He told them that he's building a hospital, but in actual sense, he's just mobilizing his boys. And the same money they contributed, because all the people that contributed money are indigenous of Nnewi, with the hope that Ifeanyi Oba is going to build a hospital for the people of Nnewi. If the guy turned it to mobilizing boys. And with that boys, is just also to put intimidation to other rich people in Nnewi, making him more powerful. You know, somebody you can fear. You know, somebody you can rely on. Somebody you can trust. You know, but I'm sure these days is not like before. You know, most of those guys are withdrawing themselves as well. Some of them are not there anymore. You know. Because I still see, is it not the same Nnewi that the people were singing? Why there's all the shops are locked, and some few people were just one place singing, you know, saying that they are praying. Is it not the same Nnewi? But there's nobody in the market, you know. And he said it is a security everywhere. That everybody should come out and start doing their business. But on Mondays, people still ignore them and they stay at home because they know what they want, you know. These people, to be honest with you, you know, they are not worth talking about any longer because they are the main enemies of Biafra. To be honest, they are the main enemy, you know, and God will judge all of them one after the other. All of them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I still thank you, you know, because it's not easy. What you do in the morning and you do it in the evening, you know. Kudos, my brother. God bless. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Kelechi, please, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, Pastor Van Van Van.
Ah, now you. I know this is not you, my brother. You're welcome.
One night, a busy low key.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, one thing about this Ifeanyi Oba of 18, only his appearance alone speaks a lot of him. His appearance alone speaks a lot how dumb he is. So, even for his children, I can categorically tell you, say, they don't know the things when our people they pass through. Because for the children when they're born for abroad here, we know how they behave. Even though say their papa wicked or their papa bad, we know. You understand? And the part of the the racism we feel here, they feel it too. You understand? They are not excluded. You understand? So wetin make Ifeanyi Oba summon this courage, they do this video. You know the reason? Because the gullible people when they recruit for that useless Anambra, they know they enter social media. Because if he get, let's say for example, he get 100 men on ground fighting for him to protect that zoo. If 100 of them watch this video when he do, 50 go come out this night.
Yes.
Because you know, tell me say your pikin dey house, they never eat, that they call you for school fees, all those kind of while and all. Then person where you they fight for, you see him for London with his children singing this kind of song in this kind of good environment, and you remain there. My brother, I don't know which I will call that one. Whether na madness or they just take the person brain, say, may I hold am for some time, later I will give you back.
Yeah.
You understand? So, you know, these people, I don't understand, they take Biafra for granted. You know the reason why they take Biafra for granted? Because a lot of them know they're intelligent. Because if they're intelligent, they will understand what self-determination means and what a nation can be and how a nation can represent what you can do for a nation. If I know about what thing they do for Nigeria, just to embezzle money, arrange criminal gangs, fight the genuine ones, deceive the people when you go fit deceive. But if not like civilized country, when they say like 80% of the youth, they reason positively, like how things supposed to go in a country. Even they know if they do all these things.
At all.
How many of our old men they read newspaper? And if they open newspaper, then now this nonsense news they go to hear. Things when not concern them, now they go to hear. The things when concern them when determine the future of their family and their young ones, they know they hear them
at all.
You understand? So all these people they run around for the whole nonsense. For aspect of Obi side, you see what thing happen. How they feel woefully. And before they start this journey, we have already know that they will arrive here.
Yes.
Kudos to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Kudos to our Prime Minister. You know, all the years we go to school, we study and all. My brother, I can tell you that we learn nothing from there. Yes, absolutely. We learn nothing from them because if supposing we have this kind of knowledge when we are in secondary school or primary school, I'm not sure say Nigeria will be like that.
At all.
Yes, you know, it's impossible, you know, be like that because you see a lot of youth here graduate in Europe. You graduate from Nigeria with your certificate under cupboard or under your luggage, without doing what your profession requires you to do. And you are still here facing, you are respecting the law, doing the necessary things that the country requires you to do. At the same time, you are supporting colonial property. You understand? So a lot of things go wrong very, very deeply. That is why sometimes I know they blame some of them. Only the ones when they say I see that envy and jealous of Igbo, because a lot of people just hate Igbo. That is why they don't want to support Biafra. To just tell you the truth, they take Biafran struggle as Igbo project or Igbo something, whatever, and they hate. I will tell you, say apart from the southeast where we come from. We are from Eka. Abi Eka.
Yeah.
For that Eka land, I will tell you, say 50% of Eka people hate Igbo, and they are Igbo.
Chai, you are pushing me You are pushing me to play that Magnus Oraka, this thing.
You understand something?
Honestly,
A lot of them are Igbos and they hate Igbo. You see, when you think about all these things, you know, say the problem when we get is too huge for people to understand and to know where they are going to and where they are coming from, and extend it to other part of Nigeria. If you talk about Biafra, about where the person dey now, hey, it's like you are making a very big noise, a very loud noise. But if you look the situation of Nigeria, you know, they favor them
at all.
Even they favor us more than them.
More than them, yes, you're right. Yes.
Even they favor us more than them. So if you, that is how you see graduates now. Maybe you graduate for Uniben or you graduate for any school for Nigeria. You graduate and you call yourself a graduate. Maybe you be engineer and you are here in Europe doing fabrical work or doing shorty or whatever you are doing, and you are not doing your profession even in your village or in your state. Let's say village is too far. In your own state, you are not participating of building bridge or giving people houses or roads, and you are still defending Nigeria. My brother, why are you defending Nigeria? Where is the benefit of defending Nigeria? And the children you are having here, you are not having any hope of taking them to your village, to your village stream.
Papa, they do video. After all their promise, all their hope will be, all their eyes on judiciary. Go. It can't end, say judiciary. Show
if
them.
If I tell you how many enemies I get for this Italy, because of Obi.
As he finished,
God.
Idiot come out yesterday and say, I refuse to be a Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian. For the same video, because he said, well, for this video, I'm making it in the interest of Nigerians. And he said he's not a Nigerian though.
Some of them, me with them, they support Biafra here. When madness of DOS starts, a lot of people, when I put for IPOB for this our city, as I quit, they quit follow me. You understand? A lot of them, they support Biafra before. But when Obi come out, and they talk to them, nobody won't listen to me. Even one tell me, say, make them first support Obi. Say, if Obi fail, they will come back to Biafra. And I say, just imagine the kind of reason they come out from people. Elderly people, when supposed to they advise we when be young people,
you know how many people,
young people, because they advise them.
You know how many people, you get one idiot when they do not say in get sense. When they always expose Tinubu, what's that his name again? That black guy that is a journalist. What's his name?
This Channels TV.
No, not Channels TV. The guy is in London. This guy that is, what's that his name again now? Someone should remind me. This guy that is very, very, he's one that exposes Tinubu criminality. He's always coming.
He did Nigeria or abroad, yeah.
He did abroad now.
Na Chidi.
No be Chidi. Someone should remind me his name. This guy, what's his name again? Hussein.
Ah, that guy where they say the friend Asha Buhari.
Hussein. That Hussein guy, you see him, obedient or judiciary with Magnus Oraka, David Hussein. Did you know that guy opened his mouth to insult Simon Ekpa? Because
a lot of them.
Wait, let me finish. He opened his mouth and insulted Simon Ekpa. And what's his name? This guy, Magnus Oraka, will insult Simon Ekpa. Just imagine with all those things they were saying that time, that Simon Ekpa does not have the spirit of God and the spirit of discernment to know where this thing will end. And will stand on our ground. Imagine if we played their card. Imagine the kind of disgrace and ridicule that will befall us now. Now, instead of them to now come and begin to bow their head in shame, I'm still looking for that guy. I want to see how he will be able to open his mouth, because he's the one that exposed Tinubu. Tinubu is a criminal, Obi is the man, Dati is the man, Simon Ekpa is an idiot, he doesn't have sense, look at his head, and all that. Now, is Simon Ekpa not the good guy now? Is he not the genius now?
Absolutely. Everybody is turning back. I know the shameless ones will not turn back.
They should come and bow down and begin to say, Simon Ekpa, we are sorry, sir. We are sorry, sir. That's what they should be doing.
Sometimes I see Zoom media. Sometimes I see Zoom media, they will write self-acclaim. I say the earlier, according to Julius Malema, the earlier you recognize Simon Ekpa as our prime minister, the less chest pain you will have. Because it's reality. You can't change it. Biafrans have already agreed. This is our prime minister. So you can't change it. You can rant all over. At the end, you are coming back to that same shit. That same vomit. You must swallow it. You understand? So, Biafrans, Bikoni, please, let's be resolute. Anywhere you are, continue what you are doing on your own power, on your own capacity. Continue what you are doing. If not contribution, continue. If not broadcast, to continue. Anyhow you support Biafra, if they will defend Biafra in public to educate people, continue doing it. For me, I get a lot of enemies because of Obi. Because the thing they drive me crazy. Already, Simon Ekpa don't educate us. That is our prime minister. Our leader don't educate us. And with their education, if you put one or two together for your head, you go to see where then they go. Already before they start all this, their useless nonsense, I already see where then they go. Now Fulani court you they go, and you go end up there coming back in shame. Obi is not doing it because he wants to be a president. He's just doing it to demoralize the agitation of Biafra.
Simple.
For Biafra liberation.
Yes.
Just see where they end up. One man now carry millions of people end up in shame. Where that Canada-based guy is Chidi, when they rant all over, both AY, they know they finish for Zoom. They know every time talking nonsense. All these are graduates who supposed to be representing their nation in truth and honest with dignity. Just look at where this guy when they insult Fela Pikin, when they play music, P Square or something, Abi Peter, they call. Where all of them? All these gullible people deceiving people because of music, because people listening to your music use the opportunity to deceive everyone. Follow body.
Even Charlie Boy.
Charlie Boy. Just imagine. So when you see all these kind of people, you will be discouraged with people when they with certificates. I don't go university, but if suppose I go university, they reason like them. I can't later realize like this. My brother, I will burn my certificate. It means say nothing come out from where I go. Yes, nothing come out from where I go. Because if I reason the system of the education of Nigeria, I understand where our problem is coming from. We learn nothing. We are just speaking English for nothing. We are just speaking English for nothing. Absolutely. Because a lot of them here, if they come out, they rap English, my brother, you think say something, they are upstairs. But when it comes to reality, you see them, they perform. Yeah, you know, say, no, Amugu, now you they follow sense. Amugu, when Sabi speak English. Finish. So, my brother, continue what you are doing. You are doing very great job. It's not easy. It's not easy. You are doing very, very, very great job. Thank you so much. We keep on moving. We keep on moving. Wherever we are, we keep on moving. Yes. Thank you so much.
One love, man.
I greet you, all my friends. I greet you all. Yeah, one love.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. That's a good one. So, wherever you are, the title I had before our Prime Minister came was countdown to the collapse of the Zoological Republic. So begin to count down. It is just a matter of days. It's a matter of days before all the whole structure, everything, nothing will remain. Everything. Yeah, let me take the last guest tonight. I know that the network was throwing you out. Omulueze Aku Onyekwere. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam.
Thank you.
The issue is that look at Tifany huh? Deceiving his children.
I'm telling you.
The man who, when he lost election during governorship election, you know what he did? He all his party agents that he gave money, he arrested all of them, beat them, physical beating, not beating them that they failed. They did not give him the victory. And that was why in this one he went for Senate. We know what he did. We know what he did. He used money, sheer money everywhere, and used violence. The way Uzodema did, that is what he's doing now. Violent in election. That's what he used to do. And he displaying his children. Why can't he bring his children to school in Norway? And he is in London, telling us that he's in London.
He's enjoying.
Let him come down to Norway with the children.
Some people say anyway, he's running away from water. Maybe, they have given him some Iguaka and he decided to run very quickly. Yes.
Because the history of nations that got their victory, everybody not agree. It's only few people that fight freedom. So all of them, when I went to Twitter space, I saw many people confessing, doing confession. Yet after finishing confessing, and they will still go back. And they have started talking of 2027, which means they are defeated.
Yes.
And they know among themselves that going to Supreme Court is to meet the whole 5 judges that did this. To meet one judge in Supreme Court is equal to those 5 judges in perverting judgment. They confess in Twitter's way that they know when they go there, just the word we see. Yeah, the word we see. And
okay,
you are being
this one they did now, the word did not see.
Oh yeah, man. That the word we see that they have done what they're supposed to do, and these people are taking our mandate and rigging our election and taking over judiciary. You don't know
that Peter Obi is supposed to pay 40-something million. How much they charge him money now for wasting their time? They charge him 40-something million to pay.
I was in Twitter begging them to give me a mic. I thank God for our gallant people that went there, they gave mic. One unit dealt with them, and Akakalia and the justice. They dealt with them. And one of them said, next day in Supreme Court, they will have 10 million man march to that Supreme Court office. And there we go. If they shoot us, we shoot them. See, okay, so you're not going to self-defense. Yet you are criticizing people that are defending themselves. Because
thank you.
They have not come to understand the arithmetic of Nigeria. That Islamization is going on. They are using legal and so-called procedure, Islamizing everywhere.
Yes.
Why African countries to protest and take over the government is because they have not occupied the military. Thank you, my brother.
Thank
Continue
you
the
so
good work.
much.
God bless you.
Thank you so much for being a part of it
Thank you,
tonight.
sir.
Thank you very much. All right. Good night. All right, fellow Biafrans, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to leave it here. Please bear with me. I would really want us to analyze that Magnus Oraka. I don't even know which page he uses on Facebook. I would have loved to get that video of his directly, where he's talking, so that but I got it from one MC Patoski. That's where I got it from. I don't know the Facebook page that the Okoko is now using. I would have gotten the video direct. So that when we analyze it, we'll be analyzing it direct from his page. Anyway, may God bless Ali Damazin Nambikano. May God bless our Prime Minister Odogu Simon Ekpa. May God bless all our men on ground, Eastern Security Network, Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless them. May God bless our Biafra Republic Government in Exile and all the cabinet members. May God bless them all. May God bless Umada. May God bless all the media warriors. We move airborne. Please remember that the convention, preparation for the convention is in full gear, and also preparation for the inauguration of our Biafra House in Baltimore on the 15th. Today is 7th. That's 8 days from today. In 1 week time, our house in Baltimore will be inaugurated. I think, let me show you the picture. Let me show you. This is the new office. This is the new office. Another office, so this is not the main office. This is another office, part of the office in our government house in Baltimore. This is the office that will be inaugurated. You see that? You see that? That's another hall. So you have to, prepare yourself and make it a very, very powerful occasion on the 17th. On the 15th of September. 15th of September, look at it. I promise I wrote it. The second conference room. This is the second conference room of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, ready to serve Biafrans worldwide. The second conference room of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, ready to serve Biafrans worldwide. So we are good to go. We are good to go, and inauguration is coming up on the 15th. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Neoma TV. I saw you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate every one of you. Emenike Chibo, Chibuike, Helen, my own Helen. Thank you. Edwin, thank you, every one of you. Good night.